Hi everyone, Andrew here, and here is my family tree for the picture that I selected, or I guess painting rather. It's a Pieta, you see there in the center, by Luis de Morales. I've included a link in my post to the image. You can also Google search it, Luis de Morales Pieta. So yeah, and you'll see more about the painting and its influences and what comes out of it through my family tree. But I guess I want to talk a little bit about the picture itself and why it resonates. I was just struck powerfully the first time I ever saw it. Even more so than the other Pietas, like even the famous Michelangelo Pieta. Like this one struck me, and I think part of it is the style. Some of the scholarships described it as mannerism, which incorporates dark shadows, anatomically correct figures, as well as it's kind of a shocking realism. So it's clearly popular during its time, but I think it speaks perhaps to me in the 21st century because of that realism. On one level, it's very realistic. You feel like you're standing there watching something deeply intimate and just painful. And that's kind of how life is. I'm sure because Mary knew who Jesus was, she was aware of the greater spiritual implications, but at that same moment, she's a mother whose child has just died and she's holding that child. And I think that speaks to the complexity of what it is to be human and how God interacts in the world, with us, through us, around us. It's complex, it's messy, it's hard, and so I appreciate seeing that grief and that sorrow on her face for having lost her child, but at the same time there's some serenity in her face as well. And I think sometimes when we're in those kinds of really difficult times, or when awful tragedies happen, or things we may not even understand, like in the midst of that, the awfulness of it, there can be some peace and some serenity to that. So yeah, so take a look at the picture. I hope it's something you can appreciate and not be overwhelmed by some of the graphicness of it. And then take a look at my tree. And you'll see the influences and some of the theology that's there and that's kind of developed prior to its creation. So yeah, thank you for watching and take care.